Hey YouTube, what's going on? This is Liberty Coins coming at you on this August 7th, 2025. Silver stacking, silver half-dollar box finds. We are looking for silver half-dollar, silver proofs, and anything else. This is different and unique. That is different and unique, excuse me. I'm tongue-tied because I'm excited because we have not one, not two, not three, but 4 silver ender boxes. And I'll show you real quick. I'm gonna get right into the boxes. I hunted 10 boxes today. The first 4 were skunked. Then I did box number 5. There was no enders, but I pulled all of this. I'm not going to go through it until the very end, until I do a wrap-up video. Gold clad commemorative, vending machine coin, 23 proofs, and 14 silver half dollars, all 40%. I would have filmed it today if I had after the first row or two, but I figured, okay, I already got ender boxes. So I'm going to get right to it. So this first box has a silver ender and a 1987 proof. This box here, part of my camera, has a silver ender, I believe, and I think a proof. This box here has a 1964, and this box has the most enders. There's 3 of them. There's 1, 2, 3, and I think there's a proof in here, and I'll do all those live. All right, gotta get right into it. Get the camera set. Silver ender box number 1. Hang tight. And I'm going to move a little faster if I find a lot of stuff, especially on proofs. I'm not going to show the years. All right, hang tight. All right, first silver. I'm not going to show any of the proofs just for time on the videos, but I'll give you a tally right here. I think there's 2. 1964, 90%. And that's a Philly. And is there one on the end of it? No. All right, next roll. And I'm out of my black gloves, so I'm wearing my white ones. I don't really like these as much, but... All right, next one next to it. Nothing there. All right, hang tight. All right, another silver. I'm only going to show the silver. Oh, another 1964. That's awesome. All right, Philly. Philly? Yeah, Philly. And there's probably going to be some proofs in here, which, yep. And, okay. Next roll. Looks like a lot of proofs. Yep. I might have to make this a 2-part video. We'll see how it goes. All right, next roll. Nope, nothing there. And 1 down. Hang tight. All right, the silver ender. Eagle down, eagle up. So I'm very excited, folks. Sorry, I haven't had much luck with silver. Now I pulled, you know. Oh, and there's 2 in the roll. So I'm not going to show the proofs. 1968. 1968. Awesome. All right, next roll. Okay, looks like some proofs, but I won't show those. All right, hang tight. All right, more silver. I think they're back to back. 1968, 1964. I don't see any proofs there. 64 again is a Philly. Awesome. This is a mega score, no matter what. All right, next roll. Nothing there. All right, beautiful silver sticking right there. 1969. I don't think there's anything else. All right, not worried about the proofs. I'll look at those after. Next roll. Nothing there. And then this one is the 1987 proof, so I'm actually going to do that one because those are rare. So we'll do those. Yeah, there's a bunch of proofs in here. No silver I don't see. So put that to the side. Do the 1987 proof. Ender. And I don't see anything that's silver, just the 87 87 proof. And that's it. All right, hang tight. All right, more silver. I think we got 2 in the roll. Come on. Yeah, right there. 1969, 1968, and then I'll put that aside for afterward, and I'll check for proofs. So. Nothing there. I'll check for proofs. All right, hang tight. All right, it looks like we have 2 silvers in the roll. My gloves aren't very good at, okay. So 2 more silvers. 1967. 1969. And this one doesn't look like there's any proof. Add it to the pile. Next roll, nothing there, nothing there. Okay, hang tight. All right, we have another silver. I missed it with the light of my camera and the light in my living room. It's right there, right there. So, 1965. Probably a proof. Yep, that's a proof. More proofs. Yep. Do the next roll. Looks like we got nothing there. All right, I'll put it on pause. Another silver right there in the roll. Come on, jeez. These gloves suck. I can't. All right, what do we got? 1968 and a proof. All right. Now there's a lot of proofs in that roll. In this roll here. All right, put the video on pause. I'll check those 2. Hang tight. All right, that was it for the first silver ender box. I've decided I'm gonna make a 2-part video. So I'm gonna do the next box, and then I'm gonna upload. I'm gonna do a part 2 of the remaining 2 boxes, and then I'm gonna do a part 3 of the tally of everything, because I found 13 silvers, 15 proofs, and 2 1987 NIFCs. All right, on to the second box of the 4-box silver ender. Hang tight. All right, here's our second box. The silver ender is here. I'll show that one live. There's a couple proof enders. I'm not going to show you those just for the time frame, because I'll get a total at the end. All right, next silver ender, I'll bring it in. Hang tight. All right, second roll in. Silver time. Adding to the pile. 1965. This one I think has a proof ender. Yeah, there's a lot of proofs there. I'll go through those. We're just looking for the silver, Daddy. The silver. All right, nothing there. All right, hang tight. We have another silver. I pulled the wrapper and saw it after I pulled the wrapper. It's not this one, it's this one right here. So, 1966. All right. Oh, nothing there. Yeah, 66. Boom. Awesome. All right, hang tight. All right, another silver. Right there. Boom. Another silver, and there's nothing else in that roll. 1969. All right. Ugh, dirty. All right, nothing there. Okay. I think we have another silver right there. Yes. Yeah, we're gonna get a lot of silver out of this hunt. Between the 2 hunts. 1968D. And I'll check that for some proofs after. Oh, another silver live on camera right there. Oof, oops, sorry. Sorry, I'm a little out of practice because I don't do this that often anymore, and I'm a little squirrely. I apologize, just hang tight and hang with me. 1964. That's a Philly. Next roll. All right, nothing there. Maybe some proofs. All right, hang tight. All right, coming this way, another silver. Missed it in the light. It's right there. The camera. It's a 1969 D, 40%. Not as many proofs in this box, but there's a few more enders. Oh, that's a proof. Bicentennial. Okay, nothing there. Hang tight. All right, another silver, and then our next roll is the ender, and then we'll just do the last three. Not as many proofs, like I say, in this box, so. All right, nothing there. This silver is a 1969D. Awesome. And this is our ender. It's a 1968D. So, that there. All right, what do we got? Ooh, oh, it's a double ender. Look at that. Oh, that's a double ender. I've never had that before, and I don't flip rolls to double check. I open the box, I see what I have. So we have two silvers on each end. I think that's a first. So here's our 1968D. You can tell I'm like, holy crap. All right, so 1968D. And then that's proof. Yeah, okay. And then this one, this is a 1965. It's not a proof, but look how shiny this one is. This one's in really spectacular shape. Double ender. All right, that's awesome. All right, let's do the last roll, and then I'm gonna upload part 1, and then part 2 will be the other 2 silver ender boxes, just so we can have enough time to go through them. So, all right, nothing there. I don't see anything that even looks like a proof. All right, so for this first silver ender box, or second one, excuse me, we had 3 1987 NIFCs. One was a proof, and proof-wise, we had 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 11. So 11 proofs. 11 proofs, 387s. Camera there. So 11 proofs, 387s, and then silver for this box was not as much, but still an awesome haul. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and I will do a part 3 video to do a full wrap up on the years of the silver. I'm not going to do a wrap up video on all the years of the proofs, but I'll give you a total of how many proofs. All right, that was it for box 1 and 2 of the silver enders. Thank you for watching. Like, share, and subscribe. Be safe. Tell your loved ones I love them. God bless America. Hope all your hunts are going well. Stay tuned for part 2, which will be the remaining 2 boxes. All right, Liberty Coin signing off. Be safe. Tell everyone's open. God bless America, like I say. And I'll catch you in the next video soon. Ooh, we're finally back on the silver. Already, we got a good amount already. So we're pushing 50. Hopefully soon after these 2 boxes, we'll be way over that. So we'll see what the final number will be. All right, let's get going, and I'll be in touch. I'm jumbling my words. Too excited. All right. Out.